Good afternoon, LGSA community. I'd like to think about myself as someone who views life positively in every sense. I don't like to view situations or things that happen to me negatively. This year, 2022, has certainly been the greatest year of my life so far. But without a doubt, it's been the most difficult. A lot of things happened this year. I think the most recent calamity that befell me, I think most of you know, was the theft of my goods earlier on, I think a few months ago. And a lot of things happened as well before that and in between that. However, overall, I'd have to say that this has been the greatest year for me personally and for the community as well. Now, why am I saying this? So, as most of you would have noticed on your phones, Samsung and Redmi and most of the other phones have pretty much forced us to update our Android devices. So, for those of you who don't know, I have a couple of phones, but the main phone that I use for video editing and for scripting and for the modding of everything is the Redmi Note 10S. Very high specs and very reliable phone. It's a phone that I bought in the beginning of the year. Now stock, that phone is Android 11 and MUI 12. So recently, I think over the weekend when the update was introduced, we were pretty much forced into the update. And I saw this as a really good opportunity to advance my phone, to make it better than it already was. One of the things that was really appealing about the Android update was the RAM extension. At stock, my RAM was 6 gigs, but had I updated, I was promised 2 gigabytes extra RAM. So I updated my phone. And after the Android update, I think from Monday onwards, for those of you that were shooting the movie Speed Hunters Part 3 with me, you would have noticed that during the course of this week, I started to crash a bit more than I used to. Yes, I'm using a Clio client for the camera mods. However, before I updated my Android, things were going pretty smoothly. However, during the course of this week while shooting, each time the camera started rolling, almost every time I would crash. I think some of you noticed that. That was after the Android update. And I noticed a few problems as well, a few bugs after the update, and I kind of decided that I needed to back up my files before I lose something. And I was set to do that today, on Saturday, because obviously during the week it's a bit busy. So I was set to do that today. This is another life lesson, hey? If you notice something wrong, don't hesitate to act. If you notice something wrong, then act immediately. That's something I should have done, really. So what is the news? I was set to back up my files today, this morning, right? I go to bed, everything is well with my phone, right? I wake up, I try to switch on my phone, and it's just stuck at the boot screen. You know where it says powered by Android, it just gets stuck there. Didn't go past that point. I tried everything really. I tried pressing all 3 buttons, the volume up, the volume down, you know, the usuals. I tried that, but nothing. So I took it into the repair shop, or to the hospital as I like to call it. And what the guy told me basically was the software update transcends my hardware. So I have really good hardware, right? Evidently. But the software, it's just not what your hardware is made of, right? Stock the Redmi is made for Android 12. Now when you add another piece of software that's not really, the hardware hasn't really been tuned for that, then it causes problems. So this is just a piece of advice to those of you who are thinking about updating your Android. Please don't. If you want to get Android 12, then buy a phone that comes stock with Android 12. If you have already updated your Android, do back up your files immediately before you suffer the same fate I did. So my phone is bricked. What does this mean for the community? Like I said, I was set to back up my files today. So everything that was on my phone that was made during the course of this week, well, unfortunately is gone. Speed Hunters Part 3, everything we've got so far is gone. GTA Mzansi Online, Caligula's Casino, the update that was set to be released next week Friday, is gone. The December update, well, let me just say it, the December update was going to be GTA Mzansi Kasi Vibes, the definitive edition. That was going to be released on my birthday, the 7th of December. That as well is gone. I'm gonna have to postpone or even cancel a few of these things, but I just thought I'd let you guys know that I'll update you once my phone gets back from the hospital, see what I'll be able to do. However, it's not looking likely that I'll be able to, well, release anything for the time being. So just a quick recap. The online update, the offline update, and the movie is gone. If you're thinking about updating your Android, please do not. If you have already, back up your files immediately. And yeah, that's the announcement. Hopefully, I don't know, man, hopefully we'll be able to bounce back from this as we always have. That's it from me.